All right, A3 just wrapped up. That concludes our time here at Utabi. It's been 7 days, but it seems like a really long time. In that time, we've gone through two brand new world champions, Bruno, A1 and A2. So A3 was to sort out the rest of the field. Naoto takes it with everybody else piling up behind him. A couple mistakes, a couple bobbles, a lot of changes going on through there. Mayfield had a good start, but couldn't hold on, went back to the pack a little bit. Jason, how's it from your standpoint?
Well, I mean, it was a good race. I mean, Naoto got in the lead there and held it for most of the time. I think it was, up in the front what we had with, Naoto, and then David Rowenfalk was right up front in the second place. And Mayfield went from 5 to 4 to 3 pretty quickly. He was in third and cruising. The difference, I think, for him would have been if he would have maintained the third, he would have had 6 points, but still finished out of the podium position. So Ryan made a mistake battling with the other cars. He ended up getting a little further back in that main, but he still got 5th overall. So we got Bruno taking the overall, as we talked about earlier, and then we got Naoto taking the second place. Well deserved. He was definitely one of the fastest guys all weekend. And then David Rowenfalk getting the third spot on the podium. Mikhail Orlowski getting 4th, and then Mayfield taking the 5th place for the Americans, getting a top 5.
I noticed Jared's a little late to start on that last round. Do you know of any troubles he had specifically there?
No, I didn't actually see what happened, but he was having a rough time of it in the mains. I think he's going to end up 10th overall just because of not finishing a couple. I don't think that represented his true speed, but that's just kind of how it ended up for him. It was a good third main event. It was pretty exciting. It'd have been nice if that victory went down to the third main for the final, but Bruno easily captured it there in 2. So for X-Ray, LRP, and a host of his other sponsors, there it was a great win.
Absolutely. I think in other notables, Lee Martin won the B main. Yuna did also really well, and Malin did really well. Malin pulled into the C main and had some really awesome results for her, too. So a lot of fast guys again, but it's the world, so that's to be expected. It's great racing to watch. So, 7, 8, 9 days we've been gone, so it's time to go home.
Yeah, I wanted to, thank everyone for tuning in to us here. Before we go, wanted to show a couple of Masami's cars here that he had. That is some of his World Championship cars that are really cool to me. I think most people also kind of think these are kind of neat. They're over here to the side of us, in the cabinet here. But we got, one of the cars here is, we'll start in the center. Actually, we'll start to the right, which is Masami's 1989 Yokomo Worlds car from the Worlds in Australia in 1989. The one in the middle is the Yokomo four-wheel drive is from the 1993 Worlds. And then we have Masami's four-wheel Yokomo from the 1997 Worlds at the Ranch Pit Shop. Kind of going back, the 1993 Worlds was in England, and then back before that, the 89 Worlds was in Australia. And then we kind of bumped down a notch. We got Masami's 1999 World Championship B3. That was from the Worlds in Finland. And then we got the 2000 his 12-scale car from the 12-scale Worlds, which was here at Utabi Arena. And then his 10-scale car, which is a world title, also from Utabi Arena. One up all the way to the top, we got the 1996 12-scale championship car, which I was at that event in Pomona, California. The 1994 World Championship 10-scale on-road car, which was the first year they ever had 10-scale pan car as a class at the Worlds, I believe. Actually, the second year. Masami didn't compete in the very first time they had it. First time they had it, Joel Johnson won. The second time, Masami won it in 94. And then Masami's very first 12-scale World Championship car from 1988. And so that's just a little selection here at Utabi. Behind us, we got Cliff Lett's Yokomo car from the 1991 IFMAR Worlds in Detroit. Behind that, we have Mark Pavidas's Yokomo car from the 1995 Worlds, which is here in Japan. So a lot of special cars here in this cabinet. I think those are the ones that I know specifically. I was probably at over half of the races here, so it's really cool to see the cars again. And there's some of the display items here that they have at Utabi Arena, so enjoy, and we appreciate all the support. Allison and I really enjoyed bringing everybody the fun, and thanks to Thomas Tran for also helping us here this weekend, doing a great job. And, to the whole Yatabe staff, Masami, Hiroshi, and everyone from Yokomo on great World Championships. Congrats again to Spencer Rivkin and Bruno Coelho on a great win. So we'll sign off. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you again next time.